Commissioner Lubbers, President Mendenhall, Provost Leisure, Chancellor Barber, my fellow graduates, WGU staff, and all of our honored guests. My WGU journey actually began in 1981 before there even was a Western Governors University. I had recently completed my associate degree in nursing from Purdue Calumet, and I knew I wanted a bachelor's degree, but life got in my way. Just a few weeks after I completed my associate degree in 1980, my husband lost his job and I had to return to work full-time. Between a newborn and my first job as a registered nurse, there was no time to return to school. Work got in my way. As is typical with many hospital-based nurses, in the last 30 years, I have not had the same days off in 2 consecutive weeks. So the prospect of finding a good way to attend a brick-and-mortar school was not so good. Money got in the way. In the intervening years, we had 4 relatively expensive children, and the desire to send our children to college without borrowing money, as my husband and I had attended college without borrowing money. There was no way on this earth I was borrowing money to finance my degree. Fast forward to March 17th, 2010, my 55th birthday. In 3 more years, I was going to turn 58, regardless of whether I returned to school or not. And on that day, I decided I could either turn 58 with that bachelor's degree or without it, and the choice was mine. I spent the spring and summer looking for the right school, a school I could afford without debt, a school that would fit my irregular night shift schedule and would give me credit for what I had already mastered in 30 years of nursing practice. And then I found it. I found WGU. Here's how behind the times I was. When I started my bachelor's program on September 1st, 2010, the only cut and paste I had ever done was with little left-handed scissors and actual paste. Needless to say, the learning curve was kind of sharp, and I was reduced to paying one of my children $5 to format a chart for me at one time. I'm not proud of that. But because WGU measures competency and not seat time in a classroom, I was able to complete my long-delayed Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing on February 25th, 2011. I was still 55, and I had conquered the coursework required of a 21st century nurse: informatics, nursing theory, healthcare policy and finance, global health, evidence-based practice, and much, much, much more. My success in the bachelor's program awakened a desire in me to, if I can borrow a phrase, go further. So 5 weeks later, I took a leap of faith and enrolled in the Master's of Science in Nursing Education Specialist program. The next day, my newly earned BSN helped me get hired as a staff nurse in the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, a magnet status hospital that prefers BSN grads to fill their critical care needs. On May 5th, 2011, 10 months before my 58th birthday, I had completed my master's degree in nursing. For my capstone project, I served as principal investigator for a research project examining how night shift nurses learn to adapt to circadian disruption. My program of study was rigorous and thoroughly prepared me for the role of nurse researcher and educator. Just last week, I was notified that I won a hospital-wide competition for nurses in the St. Vincent system, and I've been awarded a full funding grant to undertake a new research project that will examine what attributes define a night shift-friendly hospital. This project has the potential to impact the health, satisfaction, and safety of not only every night shift worker employed in the St. Vincent system, but more importantly, the patients that we care for. I have so many people to thank. This is the part where it's going to get awkward. My father, Ray Lawson, my late mother, Jean Lawson, my uncle Bob Telfer, who in 1972 told me I was definitely college material and encouraged me to become the first person in my family to attend college, my husband, David, my 4 children, Sarah, Rosie, Ben, and Kathleen, my son-in-law, Robert, and my grandson, Brandon, the many people who make up Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at St. Vincent, my wonderful student mentor, Annette Sawyers, hiding in the corner, course mentor Brenda Luther, as well as Christy and Ginger from WGU's public relations team, President Mendenhall, Chancellor Barber, and Governor Daniels, who's not here today. As the faces of WGU and WGU Indiana and representative of all of WGU's employees and staff, you have paved the way for my education and made my degree high quality, recognized, and accepted in every venue to which it has been applied. And now I have come full circle. My fellow graduates, Cue the Darth Vader theme. On October 1st, I began working for TaskStream. I see that some of you in the audience are familiar with TaskStream. So here's what I want to leave for the rest of you, the ones that are not wearing a cap and gown today. If this computer-naive 57-year-old grandmother with the eco-friendly, all-natural, organic highlights in her hair can earn 2 degrees in 18 months for under $10,000 from home, devoting no more time than some of you spend on Facebook, Pinterest, or World of Warcraft, if I can do this, then so can you. You can go further. Thank you.